been the same. Things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Washington football team versus Drew Lock and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his second season out of Missouri, Drew Lock.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run for it with Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback.
Anthony Sherman, the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown in the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Rolling to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Brady to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
7 yards, the pickup there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. 26-yard line. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Drew Locke sacked.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 to their offense.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 18 carries, 101 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Gerald McCoy able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From midfield, here's Locke. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
25 yards. First down, Bengals.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On the carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Cook. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Bengals 10, Washington 7.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
By Kenneth Murray. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13 at the 22-yard.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw is Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Brady. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
Shotgun now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. After the turnover, here's Locke. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they're going to have a first down and also well in the field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Here's Foreman. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And he puts it through. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that one will fall incomplete.
A.J. Terrell.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Teddy Bridgewater has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they trail the visiting Lions in that one. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail the visiting Patriots at halftime. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On play action, now Brady. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Brady's throw there complete, and he'll be brought down at the just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Peterson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
That ties the game at 7.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. On 1st down, Locke. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete.
Locke's pass.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Dalvin Cook on the carry.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Cincinnati.
Locke working out of the gun. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. That one is slant to McLaurin.
Locke's pass.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Locke will try again on second down. Able to connect with Mims. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Brown has the first down and much more. Quick slant to Brown. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart move. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 15-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Block now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, block. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And take it right on the 30. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Block off of play action. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Blocked pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Is good.
Rosas good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Tom Brady sack.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll find Metcalf. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Brady to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That throw by Brady incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Tucker now to add the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Locke. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Holding, receiving team.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Back to throw, Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. He's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Washington, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.